boys first.
I remember being on my first Discord with my homeboys when I was 10.
And oop.
Lennox, would you rather have a dog or a cat?
Cat.
Wrong answer.
Right answer.
Go live with the family picking you up.
No.
So you're going with Dominic?
Dominic Brasha?
Kalia's neighbor.
Dominic Kalia.
Dominic Brasha? Watch out for Corey Feldman. Am I right? So we've had quite the day, my love.
This is a day for the books.
We began with a walk or a hike.
Yeah. I proclaimed last night that we're going on a family walk.
Yeah.
Along the canal.
Which you have to drive to. We have to drive to. We had to drive to today.
Well, we don't have to, but we chose to.
Well, you wanted to walk by the rice installations.
Yeah, there in
rice
West
factory.
In West Sacramento, there are a lot of rice. They're not factories, or are they factories? What would you call them? Rice
Installations.
Rice manufacturing plants, and they're these really cool-looking giant facilities.
Beautiful to look at, like
They're
amazing.
awesome.
Like it's like the Industrial Revolution again. Henry Ford, ever hear of him? But you see these giant things, installations, buildings, and you're like, wow, this. And you realize that we live super close to a port via a canal, and there's huge ships that dock into this port and bring important things like rice,
agriculture, etc., etc.
Yeah.
So we drive by it all the time.
Yes.
But you can park. There's a little gravel parking lot, and you can walk along the canal. There's a path, a walkway.
Yeah.
And it's really nice. It's picturesque.
It's super cool.
It's really fun. We've done it once before, about a year ago.
Right.
Year and a half. And I've been wanting to do it again. So I told you we're going to get up. We're going at 9 a.m.
Yeah.
Ish.
So one of our neighbors is bringing back their trash can.
That is so loud.
Alrighty. Hey, trash gets picked up on Friday. Bring it in on Friday, bro.
You're only 24 hours late.
You told me this last night, and I said, well, good luck with all that.
Right. Waking the kids up on a weekday morning.
Weekend morning.
Both, really. It's a struggle.
Waking the kids up, period, ellipsis, is a struggle. But, yeah, today is Saturday, and I was like, well, good luck with all that. Let me know how it goes, and I'm ready to roll.
Yeah.
I wake up at 5 and I watch Terminator 2 on the internet.
You and I wake up. Yeah. We wake up the children, and we left a little bit later than I intended, but we were out the door at like 9:40.
Yeah.
We got out the door. We drove. It's so close to us.
It's super close, like 2 minutes maybe.
Yeah, drove over there, parked at the Barge Canal.
Yeah.
And we started our jaunt down the lane.
Yeah.
Along the water, we saw some ducks. There's tons of people out.
Yeah.
Other people walking. It was a beautiful day. It's a beautiful morning. It was like 70 degrees.
Yeah. We'll talk about first, like, because it was like 9 a.m.-ish when you started stirring the wow chows. There was a little bit of resistance. Very little from Luna, who traditionally is very resistant.
Well,
but,
yeah. At first, Luna, I said, I told you last night we're going on a walk.
Yeah.
So you got to get up. You didn't tell me. No, you didn't. I don't remember that.
Yeah.
And then
she had to like do makeup.
Well, she got up
her hair.
She got up pretty quickly. Like I only had to tell her one time, get up. But then she did her hair, she did her makeup.
She looked freaking super cute, dude.
Yeah, she looked hecka cute.
She exclaimed, I spent 5 minutes on my makeup this morning, and I look better than when I spend 30 minutes on a typical school morning. Why the variance?
Listen, it's hard being a girl. I relate to that because I feel like every single time I do my makeup and hair and get ready, every time it's different.
When you go through the laborious process, but when you are on a time crunch, like you don't have time to obsess, and so you just kind of go with what's the quickest solution. Ladies and gentlemen,
No,
yes.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, bye.
Wait, I'm coming down. I have to say hi to his mom.
Yeah. Don't bring your cerveza.
And oop.
What's
He'll
up?
come like no later than an hour.
Okay.
It's 3:40. She wants to be home by 5.
Yeah.
So there'll be like an hour, I think. Okay.
Good.
And oop.
So we were we go for a walk along the Barge Canal, taking all of West Sac's beautiful tourist destinations, and then we're on our way back. And during our jaunt too, we see there's people picking up trash. It's like, okay, that's cool. Because on Facebook, we see on our various Facebook groups, like, hey guys, we picked up 80 bags of trash in 5 hours.
Yeah, there's this one guy who organizes this like once or twice a month, and I think it's fantastic.
Right. God bless him. I will never volunteer. I never want to participate in that. I just
It's great. They
there's
specifically...
there's two things happening. Like, I want my tax dollars to go towards that, and two, it's gross.
What tax dollars? These guys do it for free.
Sales? No. I know. I want like the city or the county or the state to be taking care of this refuse issue.
Well, wouldn't that be great? Yeah, but they don't do that.
Right. Exactly.
So this guy, he organizes, come out, we're going to be at this location on Saturday.
Yeah.
And he always posts a picture at the end of them with like these dozens and dozens of trash bags full.
Sometimes 3 people show up, sometimes 8 people show up, but I'm always like...
It's a good turnout, and they accomplish a lot. They stick to the riverbeds in West Sacramento, and apparently also the canal. So like the waterways, because I guess that's where there's a lot of traffic, there's a lot of homeless people that hang out. So
currently, temporarily, through no fault of their own, experiencing homelessness. So we saw that happening on our way to, and then on our way fro, they had amassed a few bags of trash, and it was only 2 guys at this particular spot that we came across, and they had a cart that they were gonna put all these bags of trash onto, and then bring it to one of their trucks or whatever vans, but it was too many bags for them to carry, these 2 gentlemen. And so we were walking by, and they said, hello. It was like a European guy, right?
he had an accent, yes.
Yeah. Go back to Europe, am I right? I'm being xenophobic. But I didn't expect his European accent. And he said, hello. Is English European, technically speaking? But he said, can you help us grab these bags and bring them over to the cart? And that cart that they had was 200 feet away, maybe?
Yeah, not far.
Very short. And I thought, oh. And your initial...
I knew you were like, no, nah.
Yeah.
And I knew the kids were like, no.
Right.
So, of course, I'm like, yes, of course. Where can we take them?
You dove in.
Yeah, what do you need, sir? I'm here to help you.
Yeah.
And I grabbed 2. Yeah. I grabbed 2 bags of trash. Luna grabbed 1.
Yeah.
Immediately handed it to you.
Yeah.
And then she was like,
Right. So they only needed help with 3 bags to a cart that was 200 feet away, maybe 100 feet away. So they could have made 2 trips.
They could have.
Not asked for help. But you dove right in, and I was like, why? Who did I marry?
What would... If I was
nasty.
It is nasty.
And I didn't... And I feel like we didn't go into our jaunt with the intention of cleaning up trash.
Listen, guy, this isn't what I came here for. Yeah. But what would you, if I wasn't there, what would you have said?
I'm clean. I just showered.
Well, that's the thing is, like, how do you say no to that?
Yeah. I would...
Like, there's no way to say no. You have to help.
I'm clean. I'm clean. I showered.
Oh.
I'm clean.
Well, we grabbed these bags and we followed behind these guys.
I probably would have given up. But I would have like given it a good 45 seconds. Like,
and then finally they'd be like, okay, never mind.
Right.
Gosh.
They could have brought those 3 bags.
Well, that's the thing is they could have done 2 trips. It was so close. Yeah. But we helped them. And then we got there to their little cart. Yeah. We put down the bags.
Hello.
And in my brain, I was like, oh, we don't have any hand sanitizer in the car.
Yeah.
This is gross.
Yeah.
And then as we were walking away, the guy said, wait a minute. Would you like some?
Wait a minute. Would you like
some? I think he was like Danish.
I don't know how to do
Scandinavian
the Danish accent, so here's my Russell Brand.
He had a bottle of hand sanitizer, and he sprayed some on each of us.
Psst, psst,
even Lennox, who didn't touch anything, put his hands out to get sprayed.
Well, can you blame the kid? So yeah, that was quite the dealio.
That was our good deed of the day.
Yeah,
I felt good.
I did when it was over and done. But again, if I had the intention and I set out with this purpose to clean and pick up garbage, then cool. But for him to take us unawares, honey. So then we hop in your car. You drove to the Barge Canal access, which is a super short drive. Yeah. 2 minutes maybe. And your car didn't start.
Oh my word.
Yeah.
Turn the key in the ignition. And it dies.
Yeah.
Try like 5 times. Finally. Okay, my car's not starting.
Yeah.
Even though we just did this good deed and karma should be on our side.
Right.
My car's still not starting.
Right. So
picking up trash was for naught.
Yeah.
It wasn't even worth it.
We've had issues with your car recently. So I said, well, we can take care of this now, meaning with Luna and Lennox, the Wow Chow's with us, or we can walk them back home because we're not far. It's a little bit of a walk. It's a journey, but it's a couple thousand steps. But so I said we could take care of it now, or we could drop the kids off, go back home, drop the kids off, and then deal with it. And that's what we decided to do. So we walked back home, and so when we're kibitzing and having a grand old time on the initial walk, Luna was getting her shine on.
Luna, who's notoriously tired all the time, sort of grumpy.
Anti-outside.
Doesn't like leaving the house.
Me neither.
But all morning, while we're on our walk on the canal, she kept saying, I'm in such good mood. Yeah. I'm so happy. I feel great. And we were like, yay.
Yeah.
I'm so happy. Happy Luna's here.
Yeah.
And then we start walking home.
Yeah.
And happy Luna turns into tired, sweaty, hungry, thirsty Luna.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can't blame her.
Right.
I was tired. I was thirsty as well.
Same. Yeah.
But it was a funny transition.
Yeah. So we walk home, which is not a big deal. But when we were walking for a while, and then you made us pick up trash, honey. You twisted our arm. We had to pick up trash. So we come home, and then we're like, okay, well, we got to deal with your car, which is dead. Which is a little ways away. So you call your insurance, which is Geico, and they're like, okay, we can have someone out there, roadside assistance.
It's stressful because my initial thought was we need to get the car towed back home. Right. And then you said, I think we just need a jump. Yeah. We don't have jumper cables. Yeah. We don't know how to use them, even if we did.
Yeah. Well,
do you think you could figure it out?
I was at my job with Raul in the yard. We jumped like 30 cars, dude.
Oh, so you learned.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I could figure it out. Well, that was a few months ago and I forgot, but I hopped on the Google, I hopped on the World Wide Web, and I was like, oh yeah, it's not hard. So I was like, but either I need a car or we need one of those battery starter devices, and we had to head back out there.
We don't have jumper cables.
Right.
Yeah, so called my insurance. We sent them our location.
Yeah.
They met us there.
Yeah.
That was the idea. So we drove back in your car to the canal.
Correct.
Parked next to my car.
Yeah.
Waited for this guy to get there.
Yeah.
Waited and waited. It was a 50-minute ETA.
Yeah. And he was the whole deal. So he got lost, which there are 9 million satellites in space, yet he can't find us, which, I get.
It's odd because the way that Geico knew where to send him was I had to link my device's location, my phone's location, to their website.
Yeah.
So my exact latitude, longitude coordinates were sent to this person.
Yeah, we waited. We were at home, and you were like, "Oh, they want my precise location." I said, "Well, let's go over there." So I drove us over there, and even though you gave him specific coordinates, he still got lost, and he called you twice, right? And you're like, "I'm in a neighborhood which is literally across the street from where we were."
Right.
But it was we were just like, what is this nonsense? Elon Musk with his 9 trillion satellites out there.
And every time he called, he was like, I don't know where you are.
Oh,
I'm lost. And then I'd be like, where?
Yeah. Well, remember the first time he called? Like, his kid was in the background, so he was home.
The first time he called, he's like, "So you need a jump start?"
I want pancakes. And we were like, "What?"
I was like, "Yeah, I need a jump."
So he was home,
and then the phone didn't disconnect. Like I was waiting for him to hang up, but he didn't. Yeah. So I heard him talking to a kid, and he's like, "I have to go to work," and the kid's like talking to him in the background. Right.
And so with an 45-50 minute ETA, we were like, where's he coming from? Right. Like Folsom?
Is this the closest person?
Lincoln? That's very odd.
Poor guy on a Saturday.
He shows up, and so he shows up in a Chevy Suburban. Well, first of all, it's not a tow truck. It's his vehicle.
It's his personal car.
Yeah. He shows up in like an old school, like it's from a Nelly rap video, Chevy Suburban. And it has the, and I love when guys do this because only guys would do this. But it has in stickers across the windshield in giant block letters. It says Suburban. Like, in case you didn't know I was driving a Suburban, right. or in case you may, like, I'm a real man, honey. I lift, I'm strong. But I know most makes and models. So is this for the 14% of dudes who don't know makes and models? Like, I'm driving a Suburban. I'm driving a Nissan Maxima.
I don't get it.
It's very odd.
Because the make and model is right there on the car.
Yeah.
On the trunk.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Another thing is that he had Raiders flags flying. And you see these little things flapping like people who do their sports teams. You
know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
You've seen these cars out and about.
Yeah. Niners flags attached to their driver's side door and passenger side. But he had both. So he had the Suburban and giant block font lettering stickers on his windshield. He had the Raiders flags flying ablaze. And then he was bumping.
Oh, before we even saw him, I heard some like loud bass thumping, and I was immediately, I think our guy is here. Yeah, I couldn't even see him yet.
Right, and we were like, well, this is not a tow truck. But
we just knew it. We knew it was him.
Yeah, and I couldn't recognize it. I'm in the hip hop, honey. I'm into the hip hop, but I imagine Oakland Raiders. Okay, they're Las Vegas Raiders now, but he looked old school.
Oakland for life.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Yay 510 OAK. I imagine I couldn't recognize the music, but I imagine it was like Spice One or
Spice Girls.
Richie Rich. It wasn't Spice Girls. I just named 2 Oakland rappers, honey.
Oh, good for you.
But yeah, he had the flag. He had the Raiders flags, Suburban in giant font. And he was bumping. Boom, boom.
This was our guy. We knew it.
So he pulled up and I was like, alrighty.
And you could tell as soon as we saw him, he was pissed off.
Yeah.
Because he left his family on a Saturday.
Yes.
He had to drive nearly an hour. Got lost.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel for the guy.
He called you twice. He was out here making his kids some pancakes or waffles. We pulled him out of wherever he came from, Rancho Cordova, El Dorado Hills,
San Jose. Who knows?
San Jose. He was a man of few words, honey, if you will.
I think a total of 3 words were spoke on his part the entire time.
He handed you a piece of paper on a clipboard and said, "Sign here."
Did he even say that? I feel like he just thrust it at us.
That's true. That's right.
Didn't even say anything.
He didn't say anything. Well, he knew you were a smart gal. You could figure out the sign.
I can read.
He figured you were literate. You read 50 books a year. He sensed that. And he jumped us within a couple minutes.
Right.
He just had to hook it up.
The whole thing took less than 5 minutes.
Yeah. And then he was on his merry way back to his kids.
And we're like, thank you. He grunted in our direction.
Yeah.
Couldn't wait to get out of there.
He's got to get back.
Good.
He's got to get back to his kids and their waffles or pancakes.
And oop.
Okay, so during our walk, Lennox the entire time was asking, "Can I walk to Target? Can I walk to," I forget the name of the park, but it's super close. But can I go with my friends here? Can I go with my friends there? And you were hecka hesitant on everything.
This has been a new thing he's been broaching lately. The boundaries of his independence as a 10-year-old. He wants to walk here and there in the neighborhood to meet his friends.
Yeah.
And I'm hesitant because I'm paranoid.
Yeah.
And overprotective.
Yeah, you're a helicopter mom. The media has scared you into thinking kidnappings are happening every 6 seconds. But like, well, Luna, we let her go to Target, and Target is again super close.
Yeah. She's in 8th grade now.
Yeah.
She's a teenager.
Yeah.
I still get nervous every time she leaves the house, but I let her walk and meet her friends, and she can walk home from a certain distance alone.
Right.
Lennox is still so young, and he's so little.
He's 10.
He's 10.
10 and a half. And with Luna, like, she goes to Target and she can walk back, but you always make sure that she's with friends and or a mom is around or in the vicinity.
Yeah.
But with Len, it's hard to let go.
Yeah. Part of it is because he's my youngest.
Yeah.
But then also he's still so much younger and smaller. He's very slight in build.
He is.
I feel like he looks younger than his actual age.
Yeah.
And I told him today, if you start eating more vegetables, then you'll grow bigger and taller and you can go out because you'll look... And he said, that's just an excuse. So you want me to eat vegetables?
Yeah, exactly. It's a two-way street. You eat vegetables, we let you go out.
No.
You need more iron. So the entire walk, he's constantly asking, can I go here? Can I meet my friends there? Can we go over there?
Yeah, like posing these different scenarios. Would you let me do this? Would you let me do that?
And you were non-committal.
I said maybe, probably.
Perhaps.
Ask me again later.
Right. I don't want to answer these questions. Get out of here with your questions, Barbara Walters. So we're home from our journey of walking and then getting a new car battery. And then he's like, my friends are going to Target. And we're like, wait, what?
This is happening? Okay.
Yeah. And he's like coming out of his room every 15 minutes with new details. Oh, we're going to go to Target and then we're going to go to the park. Oh, a mom is going to pick me up and then drop me off at the park. And oh, this friend's coming. This friend's fighting with his mom, so he's not coming. All sorts of variables that we're dealing with. But like at 10, I think he's good. And this is close and we're in a good neighborhood. So your fear is him being kidnapped.
Kidnapped or hit by a car.
Okay.
Because there's a couple of busy streets he has to cross.
Yes.
And Target's in a really big, busy shopping center.
Yes.
So who knows what could go down?
So your fear is him in the shopping center being hit?
Hit by a car or snatched. Either one.
Yeah. Well, when I was 10, I used to be a young man, honey.
You used to be a child.
I'll be 45 tomorrow. Holy Toledo.
Wow, tomorrow's your birthday, honey.
It is. But when I was 10, not 10. I was never a metallic aluminium material object. When I was 10, we ran roughshod. Like, we had bikes, which Lennox has a bike, but he's not riding a bike right now. But we rode our bikes on dirt mountains that they turned into condos. Okay. But we rode our bikes to the warehouse and Sam Goody and pizza places and grocery stores, and there were hills involved. And I thought at 10 we went nuts. And at the end of the day, we were fine. We came home. We were alive. We didn't get snatched.
I know. I'm sure he'll be fine.
Yeah.
I know that I'm overly paranoid.
You are.
I'm not your average mom. I'm your paranoid mom.
You're our average paranoid mom.
Totally, I know I am, but I can't let go of my paranoia. I keep freaking out.
Yeah.
Maybe I watch too many documentaries.
You do. We do love true crime docs. Yeah.
I realize that I know, like, it has to happen, and he's dying to have a little bit more independence.
Yeah.
He really wants to get out and about in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
And meet up with his friends.
Yeah.
And I know that's important. It's a big part of, like, development and strengthening your social bonds with your peers.
Important.
It has to happen.
Yeah.
So I need to chill a bit.
Yeah.
I always turn to you and I'm like, because I know you're the opposite of me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, is this reasonable? Should we do this? What should I say?
Yeah.
And you're very good at balancing me out.
Yeah. Well, Len is at the age where it goes from like you arranging transportation and outings with other moms to he kind of needs to finagle the details.
Yes.
Like, Luna comes to us and presents us with a whole, like, PowerPoint presentation. Like, I'm going to go here, we're going to go here, and this mom is going to be here, and then I'm going to get a ride over here.
Yeah.
So, but Lennox is, like, on the precipice of that.
Yeah.
And we need to accept that.
We do. Okay.
And there will be trials and tribulations like this morning when your battery died and we had to walk super far. But his friend's mom showed up a few minutes ago and she was like, "It's cool," in her car, and I'm going to take him to Target and then he'll be home before 5.
She had a really nice Acura, by the way.
Oh.
Really nice car.
Oh.
Yeah.
Leather interior?
I think so, yeah. Black leather.
Well, it wasn't a Tesla, honey, so she drops a few notches.
So Lennox is out and about. He should be home.
Yeah, so before he left, I said, "Lennox, come sit your ass down here on the couch." And I was tapping on my phone and tapping on his phone, and he's sharing his real time.
Oh, can you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you set up on his phone where he can share his location, so we know where he's at.
I know exactly where he's at, honey.
The discotheque?
It's called the strip club.
No,
he is in the Target parking lot, and this is real time, folks. And yeah, he's somewhere in the Target.
This is what he took with him: his phone.
Yeah.
A pack of gum to share with his friends.
Yes, very important.
And $40 cash. He said he's going to buy a ton of candy.
Yeah. Well, it was $220.
Yeah, $220
denominations. Oh, well, when you're at the strip club, honey, you want one so you can make it rain, as it were. I think he'll be fine. We have his real time location. I'm staring at it right now.
He'll be fine.
He looks fine.
Calm down, honey. Calm down.
I'm
fine.
I just
stop worrying.
When your first baby, he came out my womb. Okay. He came out my womb, and my baby will never grow up, and I love him forever.
And oop.
Hundreds of millions of dollars movie releases around his appearance on Jimmy Fallon. Alrighty, well, that's the end of the program. It's been fun, but not really. Let's all try it a little harder next time. Like, comment, subscribe, follow, review, and rate, or don't. Do whatever you want. You're a grown-up. Make your own decisions. Do what's best for your family. Please be sure to use our promo code for BetterHelp. We don't have a promo code for BetterHelp. Goodbye, my podcast friends. Like, comment, review, rate, and share. Or don't. Do it. Goodbye, my podcast friends. I love you. We love you. We hope you have a good day today and tomorrow. And sure, we may be over worrying about our wild child, Lennox Albert Garcia. But we're still good people. And we're still a good person. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your time. I hope you have a wonderful day / night. Oh, bye.